So after just shy of 6 months in Jamaica, I'm going to share with you my cost of living. So we mainly were on the western side of the island. So we bounced back and forth between Green Island, which is halfway between Montego Bay and Negril, as well as Flower Hill. Not the Flower Hill in Montego Bay, the one over by Cash Hill, the one by Savlamar. So that's where all these prices are coming from. I don't know what prices are like on the other side of the island. I don't know what they're like in Kingston and St. Anne, any of that. Mainly just the western side. So start with lodging. So we were very, very fortunate to be able to not have to pay rent while we were in Jamaica. So for those of you who don't know, Anthony is Jamaican American, so he was born in Jamaica, so he still has family in Jamaica. So we were either, when we were in Flower Hill, we stayed at his grandma's house, and when we were in Green Island, we stayed at one of his aunt's house, who is currently living in the US. So we didn't have to pay any rent, which was so fortunate, because normally if you're looking for like a furnished place, if you're going through Airbnb, you're looking at a minimum of $50 a night, minimum for that. And if you're going for, you know, a 6-month rental, unfurnished, sign a lease, then it's going to be about $300 to $400 a month, depending on where you are. So we didn't have those costs, but we did pay Wi-Fi while we were in Green Island. So that is about $26 a month if you go through Flow. We did pay the water bill, so that was between $20 and $35 a month, and that kind of just depended on how much laundry we did. So when we were in Green Island, well, and in Flower Hill as well, we did our laundry by hand. So that obviously takes more water when you're filling up the bucket, rinsing it, etc. Propane gas, so ovens or stoves run off of propane. And so we, through the 6 months, we only had to pay for propane once. We ran out once. So it was $17 for one of those big gray containers. So food was an average of $8.36 a day. Now, we essentially cooked all of our food. We didn't go out to eat often. We didn't really do any takeaway. So kind of some costs with that. So a can of tuna is going to be about $2 a can. Avocados, be careful, they'll get you. So some vendors will sell them to you for $2.50 Jamaican dollars per one, which is like $1.61. And others will try to get you for 450 Jamaican dollars for one avocado, which is, you know, like $3. So make sure you go for the $2.51. Before I go any further, so current conversion rate is 155 Jamaican dollars is $1 US. Plantains, so delicious, so expensive. So one plantain goes for 150 Jamaican, which is $1 US. You've got bananas that are going to be, they usually do 40 Jamaican dollars per finger per banana. And so that's like 26 cents each. And that's for the little bitty guys, right? Not like the full blown bananas we used to in the US, but like the little guys. You've also got, so carrots and onions will go for about 400 Jamaican dollars per pound, which is like $2.58 US a pound. A big bottle of vegetable oil is going to be about 700 Jamaican dollars or $4.50 US. And then if you do get meals at a cook shop, they're going to range So they'll usually have small, medium, and large. Their prices will be $600 for a small, $700 for medium, $800 for a large. Other ones will do $600, $850, and $1,000. So those could range anywhere from $3.87 to, so $1,000 right now would be like $6.44 per meal per takeaway. Alcohol. Yeah, I didn't really drink hardly at all in Jamaica. We didn't really do many, we hardly did any activities. We hardly drank at all. It was a place for us to kind of, grind with work, spend time with Anthony's family, just kind of walk around in nature. So, my alcohol was only an average of 26 cents per day. Like, I only drank 11 times in 6 months. So for those of you who are actually going to drink in Jamaica, so beers will range anywhere from 300 Jamaican dollars to 500 Jamaican dollars. And it's the closer you get to a touristy destination, a tourist attraction, the more expensive it's going to be. So 300 Jamaican is right just shy of $2 right now, and then 500 Jamaican is like $3.22. Alcohol, like hard alcohol, is obviously going to be more than beers. Activities, again, pretty much non-existent for us. We did go to a gym like once, and that was $5 for a day pass. We did go to the beach a couple times. So the beach entry fee, if you go to the public beaches, it'll be anywhere from $1 to like $1.50, really not much at all. If you do actual tourist attractions in Jamaica, right, they're going to start out at $30 and increase from there. So like if you do Mayfield Falls out in Flower Hill, that will be $30 starting. And then you also will rent water shoes. I mean, you can bring your own, but like, who brings water shoes on your trip to Jamaica? So you'll probably have to rent those. Those are usually like $7 to rent. You've got Dunn's River Falls. Anyways, lots of different touristy attractions, activities. We just didn't do those. Transportation. So we took route taxis everywhere. So that for me, it was an average of $2.40 US per day. So for route taxis, you can expect to pay anywhere from 150 to 250 Jamaican dollars, which is like 97 cents to $1.61 USD. So how it works, if you don't know, route taxis, they're awesome. They basically go on a general route, and you can just flag them down anywhere on that route. You just stand on the road, flag them down, they'll pick you up. And then you can get dropped off anywhere on that route. If you want them to go off the route, right, you want to get driven like all the way home, then you'll usually have to pay an extra 100 Jamaican, which is like 97 cents extra. They'll smash you in. You're going to get real friendly, real comfortable with other people. They're going to drive really fast, but you get to where you're going. So, some prices. So like when we would go from, we went to Montego Bay for the day, right? So a route taxi from Green Island to Lucy was 200 Jamaican. And then from Lucy into Mo Bay, that was 250 Jamaican dollars. And then the other way, right? So if we went from Green Island all the way to Flower Hill through Negril and through Savlamar. Again, it was 200 from Green Island to Negril. And then from Negril to Savlamar, it was 250 Jamaican dollars. And then from Savlamar to Flower Hill, it was 200 Jamaican if we asked them to drive us all the way to Anthony's grandma's house. Then it would be 300 Jamaican, so like $2 there. Then we have our miscellaneous items. So miscellaneous covers everything else that I haven't talked about already. So we're talking data, bug spray, sunscreen, doctor visits, anything else that I spent money on goes under miscellaneous. So that was an average of $5.83 a day. So some numbers with that. If you get a Flow SIM card and unlimited data per month, it's going to be $40. Digicel, if you do their 50 gig data plan, it's going to be $31. Now that does, if you don't use it all in the month and you purchase another 50, it'll actually roll over, which is super nice. I found that Digicel was better coverage, faster speeds than Flow. It was nice to have unlimited with Flow, but it wasn't the best. So I would recommend Digicel. If you want to get, like, I call them camping chairs. They call them beach chairs, like the collapsible ones. Those are going to be $33. Laundry detergent is like $4 for one of the, I'm going to call it one of the bags. Fabric softener is, ooh, whoop. Oh my gosh, my camera or my phone almost just fell over. Okay, fabric softener for just like a regular bottle of it is going to be $3.50. Toilet paper is about $1 per roll. It's hot in Jamaica. Like it is ungodly hot. We ended up buying a second fan to have with us because one fan was not enough to keep both of us cool, and we didn't have aircon in either place that we stayed. So we ended up buying an additional fan, and the cheapest, like the most basic fan was $30. Like if you wanted the really nice fans, those are like $60, $70. I even saw some for $100. Crazy, I know. Sunscreen, it's like a tiny itty bitty bottle of sunscreen is $14. Body wash is about $3. Now, if you buy the American brands of body wash, it's going to be like $10. But if you just go with the Jamaican brands, well, I think they're Jamaican. Actually, I don't know. But the off brands, it's only $3. So while I was there, I had to get some medical things done. So I partially tore my Achilles tendon. I don't recommend doing that, but prices for that. So my insurance reimburses me for my medical visits. In Jamaica, I paid out of pocket. So these are the out of pocket if you didn't have insurance prices. Again, my lovely insurance reimbursed me. But a consultation with a GP was $26 American dollars. X-rays were $59 US dollars. A GP follow-up is $13 US dollars. An orthopedic surgeon consultation, which I also had to get done, was $58 USD as well. Visa. So for American citizens, you can stay in Jamaica for, when you arrive, you get 3 months on arrival for free. Then you can actually stay in Jamaica for a total of 180 days per calendar year. So if you want to extend from the initial 3 months, it's actually a very easy process. It is 10,000 Jamaican dollars, which equals 65 US dollars for that extension. I ended up going back to the US for 2 different visits, so I didn't ever do an extension. And every time I came in, then for that stint, I got the equivalent of 3 months, which, I didn't use the full one. But so my grand total is, for me, was $663 per month, which equals about $22 a day. Now that is insanely low. Like you're not going to get that. I can tell you that right now, that is insanely low. You can expect to pay, like I said, we didn't pay for rent. We barely ever drink. We didn't really do any activities. So if you're coming to Jamaica, you can expect, it's going to be like I mean, an apartment, a furnished short-term rental alone is $50 a day. So you're already looking at, adding that to my 22, you're looking at like $70+ a day. So for me, Jamaica was very, very affordable. It's still, some things pain me, like $1 per plantain. It sounds silly, but that's actually quite expensive. Or like, up to $3 for one avocado that grows naturally on the island. Come on now. But I was very fortunate. We were very fortunate to be able to live rent-free there. That definitely cut down on a lot of our costs. So, as always, like the video, leave me a comment. Are you planning to stay in Jamaica long term, short term? Are you only coming there for vacation? Let me know. And the next, subscribe. Always does. Subscribe for more unique travel adventures. Hit the bell, the little notification, so you're the first to know of any new video I release. And the next one will be right here in 3, 2, 1.